When the Enderman Slayer update was added in Hypixel Skyblock, um, I don't think anybody expected how difficult the Slayers would be. Tier 1 and Tier 2, they are not that hard. Tier 1 is actually pretty easy. Tier 2 is a bit difficult, but not that hard. But the difficulty jump between Tier 2 and Tier 3 is pretty massive. And that was something that I personally struggled with while progressing through Enderman Slayer. But after experimenting and after a lot of tests and a lot of time saving up for Warden Helmet, then realizing I don't really need it. After all that, I figured out what is probably the cheapest setup for Enderman Slayer tier 3s. So basically in this setup, you're not going to be using 3/4 Final Destination with the damage helmet. You're going to be using full Final Destination armor with at least 10,000 kills. Mine is recommed with Wisdom, and I recommend getting Wisdom if not the recom. This will run you about 50 to 60 mil if you get the recommed version, if you get the recommed ones and you apply Wisdom to it, and Rejuvenate, of course. Non-recommed ones are going to be cheaper, so if you do enough damage without the other recoms, then you don't have to get them. Now for the pet, you're gonna need a level 100 epic baby yeti, which is what I recommend because legendary is literally useless. I recommend having a dwarf troll shellmet on it, and that will run you around 32 mil. Now when it comes to weapons, you could use an emerald blade if you're not Enderman Slayer 5, but I use a Vorpal katana with 1 and Fabled because I am Enderman Slayer 5, so you can use that. Now, what your goal with damage should be around 400k damage, or 400 to 450k damage, which is what I consider to be the bare minimum for this. If you can't do that, you should probably get more talismans, or get your combat level up, or maybe get more money with an emerald blade. And if you're using an emerald blade, just get like a void edge katana and then use it and like swap to it for the ability. Now you're gonna need summons. Use tank zombies. I don't know what sword they're from, but they're like 70 mil. I bought this ring for like 15 mil. So that's around how much they go for with these tank zombie souls. For healing, you're gonna need a florid zombie sword with Ultimate Wise 5. It's highly recommended to get Ultimate Wise 5 because mana is gonna be a problem. Then you also need to get a Wand of Atonement with Ultimate Wise 5. Again, Ultimate Wise 5 is recommended very much. For an orb, you could use a mana flux. I have done tier 3s with mana fluxes, but I was really inconsistent. So you should use an overflux power orb because it lasts twice as long and it gives 100% base mana regen compared to the mana flux's 50%. So that is what I recommend. And when it comes to gear, I think that is pretty much it. Now the total gear is going to cost you around 220 to 230 mil coins. So when I say cheapest, it's not like little Timmy with his strong dragon armor can afford this and start wombo comboing tier 3s. No, the Enderman Slayer is not supposed to be a mid game or late game slayer, or mid game or early game slayer. It is for like 10 game people. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you a clip of me killing a tier 3 Enderman with the gear that I have specified. Oh yeah, one side note, I use a level 100 legendary wolf while killing the mobs to spawn the boss, so there's that.